Hi, my name is Chelsea, also known as Marie. That is my stage name. I just came on here and decided to post this about something that I struggle with all the time, on a regular basis. It is something that I was diagnosed with. It's called auditory processing disorder. And it's basically a disorder where when you cannot understand sounds and words and you hear things differently than a normal person would. For instance, if you were to say to me, oh, I think that person's on top of a tree, I would hear something like, oh, I think that person needs to be free. It's like you hear it and then it doesn't process the way that the person actually, or television, movie, music, anything that has auditory, um, that has to do with auditory depictions, you do not process it right. And I want to talk about it because it's something that I struggle with. And it's like when I go out with people, or when I'm in like a big crowd of, or surrounded by a big crowd of people, and people are talking to me, and they say something, and I couldn't hear it, or I didn't understand it. And they kind of look at me and they're like, okay, what? She's not replying. She's not. I'm kind of like, oh, I didn't hear what you say, and I want to ask them again, but it's like if I tend to ask like 5 times when they when I want to know what they're saying. It's something that is also diagnosed as a learning disorder, and so, people who tend to have auditory processing disorder, they tell them to actually sit in front of the class. So if you see like a lot of people who tend to always sit in front of the class, it could be they have auditory processing disorder, and they need to sit in front of the class to understand and to kind of like process what the teacher is saying. So I just wanted to speak about it and let people know about it. Um, I think that be patient with people with auditory processing disorder, and people who just with disorders, period. I also am diagnosed with schizoaffective disorder, which is another, which on top is another auditory processing similarity to that is similar to that too. It's also another disorder that I go through, and I just want people to be aware. And I'm gonna probably make another post about that some other time. But auditory processing disorder, once again, is something that people don't talk about, and a lot of people don't even know they have it. They think they're just hard of hearing, or but yeah, it's something that needs to be discussed, and especially with your children. If you think that they have it, I would really recommend you to go to the doctor. And it is you should go to a doctor for it and try to get it diagnosed. Don't try to diagnose yourself, of course, but it's something that it's not, you don't hear a lot about it. You hear a lot about other things besides this. And so I decided to talk to you about it. And I hope that I, got my point across a little bit. I didn't want to make too much of a long video, but I would just recommend looking it up. Please look it up, auditory processing disorder, and learn about it, and understand that there's people that you may not know they have disabilities, and just please look it up and learn about it. Thank you so much.